What's going on, everyone? If you're watching this video, you're wanting to buy your first air gun. Well, don't go anywhere, because that might be what you need. So the air gun that we have right here is the Camo Swarm Maxim G2. This is the 22 caliber. Now this isn't a normal break barrel air gun in the fact that it only holds one. What makes this stand out from its competition is the fact that this is clip fed. And what this is, if you look, out of my chair here, you can see that there's pellets, and what you do is you load that. There's an empty hole there. You guys can kind of see, like if I flip back to the other one, there's a pellet in that hole, and you go over to your empty hole, and what you will do is you'll take a pellet, butt side up or facing back toward you like that, and then you'll rotate, and then you'll just continue to feed this until it's done. Okay, so you look, it's not going anywhere, it's actually fully rotated. And you'll put this in the gun, just like this. Here, click, and now we're in. What you'll do is you'll come in here, break your barrel, and now you're loaded. For the money, this gun is absolutely phenomenal. So we're gonna go ahead and take a few shots, and we'll talk about everything I like about this gun. So this $300 air gun or pellet gun shoots very well. We're at 30 yards right now, and I'm going to set you guys right next to the target. I think we've got this relatively sighted in, and we're going to see how close and how tight of a group I can get at 30 yards with this air gun, and we might even take it to 50. Who knows? We'll take a look. But go ahead and enjoy this quick little snap of me shooting my air gun. Overall, not that great actually. It was shooting quite a bit better with that last group, but this one had a lot more flyers in it, so we're going to go ahead and shoot one more group and make sure that it's just not me, and hopefully we can get a better group out of this next one, so we'll see what happens. For this next group, we're going to go ahead and aim for the top right, so I'm going to go ahead and shoot 10. You guys get to see it from the view behind me, and then we will take a look to see how good my group is. That was a lot better. Maybe it was just me, possibly. Forgive. So as we take a look at this group, that first one that was way all over the board was 100% my fault. I guess this gun isn't as forgiving as my personal air gun. My air gun is very forgiving, but this was still a great group from 30 yards, that with the exception of that one shot, which was 100% my fault. So if you look at where we started, kind of all over the board, and then if you look where we ended, we actually poked a hole through that target, if you guys can kind of see. Yeah, daylight through there. So with the exception of this one right there, that was 100% my fault. That's still a good group. Talk about some of the things that I really like about this air gun. As I'm getting ready to reload it, we've been shooting those 25-yard groups, or 30, excuse me. Started out at 25 just to get it sighted, and then we moved it back. That first group was 100% my fault. It was all over, and then that third group, or second group that you guys got to see on camera, was really tightened it up and really did a lot better, and it actually punched a hole through because we were that consistent. That's one thing that I will say that I like about this air gun a lot, is that it is very powerful. This air gun is very powerful. For a $300 air gun, that's one of the reasons why I like it, is because of the price point. It's not stupid expensive to get started. It gives you good power to where you can shoot rabbits, squirrels, any sort of pest, birds, starlings, or sparrows, and you can have a really good time with it. I think it's fairly well made. Being $300, you're going to have some plastic pieces, but I'm also spoiled. I shoot quite a high dollar air gun, and not all of them are going to be built to that quality that $1,000 for an air gun setup. So 300 to 1,000 is a different, but stay tuned for that video, because after this video we're going to do a comparison of an expensive versus a cheap air gun. So subscribe and comment for that. If you guys are shooting an air gun, let me know what you like. Now some cons I don't like about this. One, I would say it's not very forgiving, and you guys got to see proof of that. If you have any sort of flinch, or you pull the trigger too quickly or whatever, it'll throw your groups off consistently. Now granted, that could be a pro, because that can make you a better shot and make you focus on your target a little bit more, but I'm not that good. That's another reason why one of those high dollar air guns that has a lighter trigger and more heavier build and less recoil is a little bit better. One thing I also like about this air gun quite a bit is that this air gun is magazine fed, as you guys got to see. So if you guys are in a hunting scenario, you can load this bad boy up extremely quickly. Magazine's in, and it's very easy to cock. I would say that, you know, to load this gun and get it up and going probably takes 25 pounds of pressure if I had to guess. Maybe even less than that. It's not very heavy at all. Put your hand on the top of the barrel and swing it down till it clicks, and then lift it back up till it closes all the way and you're good to go. That's a pro, because most other air guns that are break barrels like this, you actually have to individually grab a tiny pellet and, you know, work it into the barrel. That's kind of hard, especially if you're in a hunting situation. You have to get those shots off rapidly. You know, go, 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 go. Try to get that animal. Try to get as many shots as you can in a rapid succession. Works very well with this gun, especially for being a break barrel. So I like this air gun a lot. If you guys are interested in this air gun, go ahead and click the first link in the description below. Amazon will have a link to this, or I'll send an Amazon link to this exact air gun, and you guys can pick it up and give it for a try. And if you do, come back to this video and comment what you ended up finding, if you like it or not. But I highly recommend it if you're going to be, you know, shooting less than 50 yards at squirrels, rabbits, you know, sparrows, starlings, stuff like that, you know, pest animals, or even game animals for hunting. I think this would be a great addition. Wrong with this gun at all. I think it is a great gun for one, beginners, two, and less than 30 yards. If you're shooting, you know, squirrels, rabbits, maybe it's in your backyard, maybe you're going to a piece of public land and you're just hopping around, popping stuff. I think this would be great. But I do think less than 30 yards, that this gun is 100% worth the money. I think it has a lot of power. If you watch this video, this air gun is definitely for you. It's great for beginners, for people wanting to shoot animals and targets less than 30 yards, and maybe even push the limits and try to shoot out to 40 or even 50. Maybe I'm just a terrible shot. However, if you guys want to watch me review my favorite air gun ever, click this link up here. If you guys are interested in seeing any of my hunting videos, click down here. If not, I'll see you all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe.